What is going on, everybody? We got the EcoBoost Mustang back for another day with the wrap. Today we are going to be doing a roof wrap. Very common thing among cars. It makes the rest of the car's color kind of like pop a little bit more, even though the color we are using today is black. You'll see at the end. I'll show the car in the beginning and I'll show the car at the end. You'll see how much of a difference the actual black roof wrap does. My Mazda Speed 3 also has a black roof wrap, and today we're going to be making a video showing you everything you need to know in order to wrap the roof of your car. Right now I'm going to get into a couple things you need before you even start the installation, and you can get all the products you see here at premiumautostyling.com. I do have a discount code down below for 15% off, so save yourself a couple bucks on the purchase. This is everything you're going to need to do for the install. First things first, you're definitely going to need a squeegee. You're going to need a clay bar to get all the sediment off, along with isopropyl alcohol, which is also rubbing alcohol, 70% if possible. A nice razor blade if you can, or a very sharp knife, but razor blades definitely work better, and a towel just to finish things off. Of course, you're going to need the vinyl too. All of this stuff you see right here can be purchased at premiumautostyling.com if needed. The first thing you're going to want to do is take the factory antenna off. On this car, it is actually on the roof. So if it is on the roof, you do need to take it off. Sometimes other cars, like the older Mustangs, have it like right here, or a convertible Mustang will have it like right here, so you don't have to worry about it. Things you're going to need to do is take off the trim panels in your car and get to it. That is going to be different with every car, so we're not going to show you that portion of the install. I'm sure if you have a car that you don't know how to do it, just look it up on YouTube, how to take off factory antenna off a car. The next thing we did that we've shown before in these videos is that we've clay barred the car on top. So very light clay bar, you don't want to press too hard on the clay. And right now we are using the 70% alcohol that I've showed you before, and we're just going over it, getting all the sediment and grease off the car. And then finally we're going to go over it with a microfiber towel one last time, making sure just everything gets off before we start the wrapping process. Okay, now you do not want this. Just pull it. Okay. So we're actually gonna make it for me. Right. So this definitely goes without saying, but you definitely want two people doing this while wrapping a roof, because what you want to do is what we're doing here is we're putting the vinyl down taut. And what you're going to do is once you have the vinyl down, put some pressure right in the middle of the roof, right in the middle of the wrap. Put a little bit of pressure, like a 5 square inch block. What you can do there, from what you're watching in the video, we're actually pulling the vinyl taut, so it's almost laid down perfectly already. So we're picking up corners and we're pulling it, giving a little bit of force, making sure all the vinyl comes up, and so there's no creases on the roof anywhere. Now granted, there is going to be a few creases towards the end of you doing this because it's going to be pulled, but don't worry about that, you can get them out towards the end. Now what you see here with our felt tip squeegee is we're starting in the middle of the roof wrap, and then we're going to one corner, working our way to one side at a time. If you notice, I'm not just picking a random little place to start. It's always in the middle, and I'm taking sections at a time, going either from the middle of the car to the back of the car, or either the middle of the car to the front of the car. You want to lay a section at a time, just in case if you do need to pull the vinyl up, you can, and you don't have random spots of the vinyl pushed down hard. Because once this stuff is laid, it is intended to stay. So I do want to reiterate one last time, work at one section at a time like you see here. I'm working at the middle and going towards the front. This is why you get this quality of vinyl. You can go around in a circle and the bubble will actually come out because there's like an air release system in this vinyl. Opposed to like cheaper brands, you're not going to be able to do something like this. See, we've already laid this whole entire piece, so getting to this middle part would be pretty bad. But if you just keep going around in circles enough, all of this will go up. After you cut the vinyl, you're going to need to tuck the edges. So what you see here is me tucking the edges with the felt tip squeegee. All that needs to be done is push a little bit of pressure down. After that, you're going to add a little bit of heat into the mixture, and then make sure those edges are really tight in there with heat. What I'm doing here is something called a post heat. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that here in the future. And it's simply that easy. Doing a roof wrap is actually fairly simple because it's a flat surface. Now doing a body panel or a trim panel is definitely a little bit harder and takes a little bit more technique. But if you're just starting, I definitely recommend to wrap your roof. It's very easy and it looks very, very good at the end. So while doing the roof, we actually didn't need to use a heat gun. Now it is good to get a heat gun anyways, because you do the post heat thing I was showing you at the end, where you want to heat up all the vinyl and make sure there's no bubbles left. What that does is if you heat it up, there might be some bubbles that rise up and you just need to kind of do the little circle thing to get them to squish out. It's not a huge problem, but you want to attack that and make sure that you do that post heat so you can make sure the vinyl's sticking perfectly. Dang, the headlights look awesome. The headlights look so tight. Look at the headlights. Jeez. Look at that, that's awesome. I love the way the antenna is still orange. That little piece, it's not a shark fin antenna, but the little circular antenna. The car came out incredible. Again, you can get all of this stuff at premiumautostyling.com and use my code DECORT or the link down below and you can save yourself 15% off all of this. You can wrap, that hood cost me $35 to wrap. And you can get, and if you don't have the materials like the heat gun or the squeegee or the X-Acto knife or stuff like that, you can also get that at premiumautostyling.com for a very, very reasonable price. And that's something you never need to buy again. Again, I didn't use a heat gun at all during this, so I definitely think you guys can do this. This is definitely a beginner can do wrap job. The orange before it looked good, but with the hood being black, it just makes everything else pop. It's awesome. It is really, really awesome. Little heads up, this Mazda 3 is actually for sale, so if anyone wants to buy it, let me know. If you're in the San Diego County area, or if you want to make the drive down, Mazda 3 is for sale. But that is it from us today. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. If you guys like this install how-to video, please give me a thumbs up. Share it to your friends. If you guys need to do a wrap install, this is definitely the video you need to watch before you do it. And peace out, guys, from me and the Mustang.